right, so
It's
I'll
built,
send you a
but you have
couple
to build
pics.
it up with the stage and all of that.
It came with that.
Oh, really?
Alright, and
But it
last
wasn't
year
that
it's gonna
sturdy.
talk
Bring
about
that mic
some of the
closest to
companies
you and
that
fix it.
Beverley.
Oh, lift it up, pull it, yep, and then turn it.
Okay, so
No, the other way, yeah. Well, no, towards your mouth. Yeah. And do a test.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing.
okay.
Do it now.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Do it.
1, 2, 3, testing.
So this is the
Testing.
pics right here. So this is the magic of 25 good wellness.
Sit down.
This is the admire. Just all the info that we had on here. Just kind of updated the pictures a little bit. Yeah. We just added a blurb. You know, I just added another therapy that's working really well with my clients.
Test, test.
So this is the stem cell page here too. So the schedule.
That's out of the way. I can keep an eye on it. And then if I need to change, we're gonna start with you. 1 and 2. Do 1 and 2. So we start with you. That's your camera straight ahead. Right there. And then you're gonna start introduce your show and talk. And then when you introduce me, then I'm gonna click and then we both will be on. So I'll go. All right, so we start with commercials. It's over here. And I'm able to go show you how this stuff is done, shall we? All right. Yes. And this, think that's distracting out there?
Not to me. Are they going to hear it in here?
No.
Okay.
And even if they do, they know what I'm doing. So it's just me here today because Red's going to watch his son play. So he gets the day off. So I got it.
The music.
That's it. I got to use the phone. Well, we're going to just do commercials to start, and then we go right in because the phone is occupied.
Okay.
We can always play music afterwards.
Are you ready to feel your best? At Goot Wellness Spa, we're healing the body one drop at a time. Located right here in Tucker, Georgia, Goot Wellness is your destination for total health and wellness. We specialize in immune system support, detoxifying therapies, and even cutting-edge treatments like the X39 patch for stem cell activation. Imagine revitalizing your body from the inside out. Whether you're looking to boost your immune system, cleanse and detoxify, or explore green nutrition guidance, Goot Wellness is here for you. Visit us at 2122 Vistadale Court in Tucker, Georgia, or call us at 770-605-6687 and start your journey to optimal health. Goot Wellness Spa, healing the body one drop at a time.
Atlanta, your ship and clear company, E&W Shipping, is making it easy for your shipments to Jamaica this holiday season. Beginning right now, call 770-524-8663 and have your barrels picked up to meet the following shipping dates: Saturday, October 26th, Friday, November 16th, and Friday, November 30th. Get your barrels in by October 26th, and you can have your second barrel shipped at half price. Yes, E&W Shipping, your ship and clear company, is making shipping easy this holiday season. Call 770-524-8663 now and get your barrels shipped and cleared hassle-free to Jamaica. E&W Shipping, your ship and clear company.
Mountains of Gold Production presents Thanksgiving unto the Lord Gospel Fest 2024. Saturday, November 23rd at 4190 River Lake Way, Snellville, Georgia.
Featuring guest artist
Reverend Dr. Jermaine Gordon.
You are God, holy and righteous.
Lee Priest Johnson.
Are you ready? You looking forward? Hey.
Carlington Roberts.
Where he leads me, I will follow. In his presence, I will hide.
John Wayne Bailey, Renice Lamore from New York City, Janet Lewis, all backed by Doxology Band. MC for the night, Dr. Monica. Tickets for Thanksgiving unto the Lord, $35 pre-sold, $40 at the venue. For more information, 850-221-5440. Thanksgiving unto the Lord, Gospel Fest 2024.
doors open at 5 p.m. and refreshments are on sale. You can't afford to miss this. See you there.
Looking for a church home?
Come worship with Church Beyond Walls Ministries.
Well, we welcome you with open arms.
Join Pastor AC
And Dr. Chris Scott.
for the Hour of Power on Sunday mornings at 10:30 a.m.
Visit with us for a wonderful worship experience and the Word.
Located at 2822 Randall Street, Atlanta, Georgia, 30344.
Find us on the web at www.churchbeyondwalls.com.
Jesus loves you.
And so do we.
Hello, everybody. I know you all was listening for that great music to come on, but not tonight. We're going to do something a little different here at CLTV, which is what you're listening to, and that is Caribbean Life TV. And I am your host, Dr. Beverley Jones, and you are listening to The Real Talk. And today I have a very, very special guest, someone that I have admired for quite some time, someone who is the reason for the season. This person is the owner, the creator, the operator. Tonight he's working the board, he's doing the music, he's setting up computers. I mean, he has if you can see him, you'll see he has 6 or 7 arms extended out. But this fantastic man is the reason why I'm here and the reason why you all are listening to the show. This is the Honorable Great, and I said the Honorable and the Great, Mr. Prescott, who is the owner and creator of CLTV. Wow, let's talk about you.
Listen, thank you.
Yeah, it's okay. I can go on and on and on for the whole show to tell you all the great things that he do and say. But, we just got to give him an opportunity to toot his own horn.
No, first of all, thank you for having me on your show. You know, I've listened to all your shows, and Real Talk is Real Talk. And I'm just honored to be on your show. So let's have some fun.
Okay.
I know you was pointing, so we could do some directing at the same time. Tell me what's going on.
Oh, no. I didn't know if the cameras were on.
Oh, already, man.
Because I'm telling you,
So
he's doing
smooth.
everything here today. And I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm so excited to be here. And I just wanted to honor him because we have so many people that come to this show. And he is the backbone of the whole CLTV. And I just thought that you all needed to know who is this guy that has started CLTV, Caribbean Life TV. And so I think it's important that they know who you are.
Yes.
And so we're going to start off by you telling us who you are.
That should be easy, you know. Hold on, let me read it right quick. You know? No, my name is Lawrence Prescott, and I am a child of God first. Something
Amen.
inspired me to say that because I am sitting in my dream.
Okay.
You know, I am a dreamer, and I want to share my background. You know, I came from Guyana, which is a British colony over there in South America, for those who don't know. And I moved to here when I was young and grew in, you know, the New York metro area, let's say that. And now Atlanta. Been in Atlanta over 20-something years and have paid my dues working for others. But while I was working, I always wanted to do something for myself.
Okay.
And I was trying to figure out what that was. So as I went through the motions, I realized that photography and capturing content was what I wanted to do. So I started, but I did not make a business of it first. I started like a hobby and started doing pictures and small videos and stuff like that. But while I was working, I decided to go back to Clayton State and get learned in it. And once I graduated, it gave me the confidence to start my own business first. So I started as a photographer and identified as a professional photographer and took work that way. But along the way, I saw a lot of video content being left on the table. So they were hiring me to take pictures of presidents, and I got the receipts to show.
Okay.
But who interviewed the president? And yes, he was from another country, so he doesn't deserve to be interviewed. So I always felt that that was a whole lot of content left on the table. These foreign leaders are coming from the Caribbean islands or the Caribbean countries, and they were not being interviewed by Fox 5 or Channel 2 or none of these Atlanta big brands or big media houses. And so I felt they were disrespected. You know, if it's another European country or leader, they would have the media attention just like everybody else. And so I decided to be that entity that kept, that entertained them with interviews and stuff like that. And while doing that, there were not a whole lot of leaders coming as often, so I started doing entertainers.
Okay.
And
Entertainers
so,
from where?
from the Caribbean.
From the Caribbean.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
stayed on brand, and the brand was to capture content for the Caribbean to be shown to the world, because we just need to be educated on who's around us.
So how many countries are looking at this today?
We are worldwide, so that's what we know. But as far as radio, we're being listened to for sure in over 100 countries.
Amazing.
Yeah, and this is only 2 years. And so I'm excited that we've been able to grow in that way on the radio side. But on the TV side, we have our own YouTube channel with over 900 videos. And so right now we are live on our YouTube channel. We are live on our Facebook page.
Okay.
And we are have other entities that we share our content with, such as Instagram and X and those other social media platforms. So we tried to get the message out, and when we totaled it up, someone was nervous about doing business with us because they wasn't sure who's listening to us. And we were able to, I purposely took him to my office and pulled the veil back and start to show that just on the Instagram alone, our 10,000 people that you see on Instagram, our numbers show that there is at least 8,000 to 9,000 people that interact with our content on Instagram alone.
Okay.
And then we have on the Facebook, it showed that there's another 7,000 to 8,000 people per month that interact with our Facebook feeds. And then they looked at our YouTube channel and they saw another big number. So when we add up over 100 countries, over 30,000 people listening and consuming the radio content a month, and then we have all the other social media platforms that support what we do, it really gave that person a good glimpse of our reach.
Or where you are.
Yeah.
But it just takes a special person to be able to, just extend out to so many 100 countries. That's amazing.
Yeah.
We only have 52 states, but you but you're at 100 countries. And then you've only been in the business for 2 years.
Oh, in the radio business.
In the radio business
Yeah.
for 2 years, you're doing amazing things.
Yes.
But you took a hobby and you turned that
Yes.
hobby into a business.
Yes.
And so I think that is so amazing because we have to tell people, stop, take a deep breath, get a hobby.
Yes.
Release. And sometimes I know that you never expected to
No.
be with 100 countries.
Nope.
Just to take some pictures
Sure.
here and
Yep.
there. And then you kept growing your
Yep.
hobby, and
Yes.
to now it's just a major business.
Yes.
And that is so amazing.
Yes.
And so we want to talk about your country, where you're from.
Yes.
And why it was so important to have a network with the Caribbean. I want to say the Caribbean people, the Caribbean countries, the Caribbean
Diaspora.
customs. So why was that so important?
Man, that's an amazing question. You really would do good in the radio. You should really try radio. It started because I came in, young, and I've been consuming American content for over 37 years. And what
Okay.
that means is that I've been listening to what is being presented to everyone else. So I know what is not being told is the people that is in the country. So there's American programming, but is it diverse enough to represent our true demographics? So American demographics is, let's say, the Italians, right? So you got your Italian movies and pizza. But there's shows that represent their heritage, or Irish, when it's Conan O'Brien, or some of these people that are specifically Irish sounding, looking, leaning. But I didn't see a whole lot for us.
In America.
In America, yeah. Oh,
America.
yeah.
Okay.
So when I'm looking at TV, there's no one on TV that sounds like us. So if you have one person, okay, so let's say they give us a movie. I'll give you a prime example. Denzel Washington, right? One of the biggest actors in the world.
Absolutely. And handsomest.
Right. And so he played a Jamaican. When there's tons of awesome, amazing Jamaican actors that could have played an authentic Jamaican character, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So when I see the dilution of what is being presented back to us, it didn't truly represent our culture in no way. When we are,
How did that make you feel?
I feel away, because here's what it is. Do your history from Shirley Chisholm all the way back. We've been running for office. We've been powerful people in entertainment and in politics that is pushed under the rug. And
But I have to say, Sidney Poitier.
oh, I was going to go there. He's the first black man to slap a white man on film. But it took a Caribbean man of courage to be able to do that.
And he was
Right.
a monument within himself.
Yes. So when you know that you come from greatness in terms of what has undergirded American culture, not only in politics but in film, why are we not represented not equally, but just represented it in a way that makes
You
us
want a
proud?
seat at the table.
Yes.
That's
And so
exactly
what I
what you
did was
want.
created
Yes.
my table.
Okay.
Right, because it's a boldness that you have to have as you're pioneering stuff. So I'm not the first person to have a Caribbean platform or entity. What I am saying is because of the lack that I saw, I did something about it. So I'm happy with myself for action, right? So in the 30-something years that I'm looking for us being represented on TV in a real way, and not seeing it sufficient, even though there's tons of Caribbean actors, period. I don't know all their names off the top, but we are represented in the industry. But I don't see Caribbean-specific movies, Caribbean-specific sitcoms. The same thing that they're feeding us is seasons every year.
Right.
Fox bringing out all these new hot shows, but none are representing us. Not just Fox, but TV in general.
So in the various 100 countries, are their countries representing them? Because that's what you keep saying in America, they're not being represented in America, but are they being sufficiently represented in their own countries?
Yeah, well, for the Caribbeans, yes.
Okay.
But not, because those 100 countries is not Caribbean countries.
Well,
There's only 30 to 40 Caribbean islands and countries.
Okay.
And so it's not a whole lot of that. So out of the 100, those countries already got Caribbean representation. What it is the multiplication because we are in these cities.
Okay.
Caribbean nationals helped to build America. Caribbean nationals helped to build the Panama Canal, which all the big ships cut through and saved these companies money.
Absolutely,
So
yes.
I was there a month ago, and I know the history now, and it was narrated by Morgan Freeman. So what I'm saying is that in terms of our contribution, not just to America, but to the world, because if you go in England, they broke our backs over there because they were the colonizers.
Yes.
So we know our history there. And then in America, look at get you in the Gullah Gullah Islands and they interchange us and
South
make
Carolina,
us up.
yes,
So
absolutely.
that's how they sound the way that they sound because they interchange us. If we get troublesome, they switch us around. So they did what it needed to do to let it be mixed up. So now that it's mixed up, I'm just identifying that it now needs to be translated on TV. Illuminated.
Yes.
I like that. So all I've done is taken the idea of Caribbean and Caribbean contribution and now forging a way where not just in radio, but in the films that I'm creating is to tell our story. That is it. Tell our story. One story at a time.
And I've been here for for a minute. But first of all, ladies and gentlemen, he hasn't given me any jerk chicken. He hasn't given me any Caribbean food, any food from his country. He's talking all this, but he's not doing his job here. Don't think I'm sitting up here smacking my lips here.
I'm holding out.
He holding out on me here on this great cooking. We need to do a Caribbean food fest or something like that.
Yes.
Because we're sitting on the radio, we're on TV, we're talking about it, but you guys want to come and feel the energy in all of these countries. And so I'm putting it out here right now. I'm declaring and decreeing that we need a Caribbean festival with some of these 100 countries to come by, and we need to taste the cuisine. We need to know the culture. We need to know the clothing. We need to know the dances. And so, like I said, I'm declaring it and decreeing that we're going to have something like this for you next year. And we're just going to keep promoting it. And it's one thing when you hear us talking about the Caribbean, but it's another thing when you're in the deep of everyone from those 100 countries and able to have a taste of the Caribbean. So I want you guys to put that on your calendar for next year. We're going to look at maybe May or June. And remember, I'm just putting it out here. I'm doing it first. It's going to be the first that we're going to do this. And so, again, the reason why I wanted Mr. Prescott here on the radio and TV tonight is to let you know the face that is behind all of this greatness that's going on. And not only that, but Mr. Prescott, and I'm going to have him to explain to you, but he does community service like no one else. Helping the homeless, Toys for Tots. So he is just not someone who was born in another country. He has came here and became a humble citizen doing great deeds, working. I don't know if he's familiar with this because he's kind of young, ladies and gentlemen, but he's working in the vineyard. I don't know if you know what the vineyard is, but you're working in the vineyard and you're doing a lot for this country. You're doing a lot for this city. And you're a world traveler as well.
Yes.
So let's talk about some of the places that you have visited.
Well, first of all, thanks for that acknowledgement. I think the community work, first I wanted to go to that. It is, you got to help. You have to have a servant spirit first. Okay. And I think if, as a Christian, you got to know that that's first, right?
Yes, God first in everything you do.
And so if you know that first, then serving is first, right? So that is easy. So what people have seen over the years of me coming up, before I even had this, I started out of the trunk of my car. And they would invite me to their event, and I'll come and report on it or do whatever, take pictures, take video, but I started serving, let's say free. And they recognized that. And over time, they just started seeing me being consistent with my serving and has acknowledged that, whether it's to the House of Representatives, they got a resolution with my name because of serving. Again, the other was an outstanding Georgia citizen with the Secretary of State. They recommended that. So these accolades and the things that I've received is just from serving. So that's one. When it comes to traveling, over time, I've built up the experience of creating content or capturing content. So I had the honor and privilege to go to Guyana in October to film a business conference last October with an amazing team, the Libra Group out of Atlanta. And then I went to Jamaica and covered a music festival in December. I had the privilege of going to Dominica in February to cover their carnival and their cultural event, Martinique. And then St. Lucia in July, Panama in, I get October.
You have done so much, and even though your home base is here in America, you're still reaching out to these other countries.
I'm going to South Africa on the 9th of December.
Just make me jealous, okay? All right. But while you took just a quick break, I don't know if you heard or not, but I committed you to a Taste of the Caribbean.
Oh, yeah, I would love to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
I get an applaud for that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not by the board, but I'm going to give you that applause. But I'm able to do that because I have access to the Caribbean cuisine. I promote tons of restaurants.
And I have the place.
Yeah.
I've already planned it. I'm the kind of person, if I put it out there, if you blink, you're gonna miss it.
Yep.
And so that's something
I would do it with you. No, I would. It would be my honor.
I think that's something that we're going to do. I don't know of any other place that's doing a Taste of the Caribbean. And it seems like it's the only time I'm going to get any jerk chicken or anything from the country. So, I got to plan a big festival just to get a few bones around here.
No, but you got that.
Okay.
No, that would be no worries at all. I am also offering the Peace Walk for Martin Luther King's weekend.
Martin Luther King weekend, which is coming up. That's something that I've been doing for 2 or 3 years. And we're going to partner with the Peace Walk. I am so excited. Tell everyone a little about what the Peace Walk is, because in America we march. We march, we sing We Shall Overcome, we have speeches. But see, we're getting ready to take it to a global level.
Listen, we're going up.
And this is the way Mr. Prescott thinks. I'm thinking local. Thinking local. He's thinking worldwide, not international, but worldwide, with people coming from all over, right? Am I right?
Yes.
And so we're just going to have such a great time. We're advertising this. It's only 2 months away.
Yes.
But it's going to be amazing. And we're going to have this in the city of Stone Mountain.
Yes.
We're going to do this on Main Street. Now, I want you guys to understand what I'm about to say.
Yes.
Because this is like a puzzle. In the city of Stone Mountain, Georgia, we're going to have a peace walk on Martin Luther King Day. Now, you guys putting these pieces together, you guys see where I'm going with this? We're going to be walking. We're going to be singing We Shall Overcome, which is the theme song. Then we're going to have people of color from around the world. You guys, I want you to understand where I'm going with this, because this is big. This is big, what we're about to do. We're about to bust that glass ceiling.
Yep.
And do something different.
Yes.
And
it's a great partnership, too. The organization that is going to be partnering with us is I Talk to Strangers.
Is that the name of the organization?
I Talk to Strangers,
really?
Yes.
I thought you really talked to strangers.
No.
Okay.
I Talk to Strangers, and the president, Mr. Robbie Stokes. He is extremely international. Right now, he's in Kenya.
Okay.
And I wanted him to call in to talk more about it. And he said, well, Lawrence, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so I don't know if I'll be up. But he told me that if you wanted more details to be able to explain it, he's available to talk to you. I shared with him
I'm
your
so
commitment.
excited
Yes.
that MLK Day is global.
Global,
And people
global.
always look at it,
Yes.
they think of it as people just going to church and sitting
Yes.
there. But we do different and amazing things on that day.
Do you
And,
know the actual day that so we could tell the audience, the
well,
day?
Dr. King' birthday is always celebrated on a Monday.
Yes.
But what I want to do is, because there's so many things going on that Monday, we're going to do something different. We're going to do it on Saturday.
Saturday. Okay, perfect.
We're going to do it on that Saturday because we're going to do a two-part this year.
Yes.
We're going to do Saturday.
Yes.
That's when you're going to come out, you're going to get your grub on, you're going to get your singing and your dancing. But on that Monday, we're strictly in the church.
Yes.
We're strictly going to be church bound.
Yep.
So you're going to get a double dose of Jesus.
Yep.
You're going to get it on Sunday.
Saturday.
No, you're going to get it on
Saturday.
Sunday.
Oh,
No,
Sunday.
Saturday, we got to do the Jamaican thing now. Okay? Okay?
Yeah. No, but it's going to be fun.
Yes. So we're going to do a 3-part. And so, like I said, that Saturday we're going to have, all of the trimmings that we're going to interact that
Yes.
with the Jamaican food and different foods from around the world. Because what people think is that Dr. King was only for America, but they don't understand when he freed us and gave us our civil rights, other countries came on board. And so that's what we forget. He wasn't just a man around town. He was a man around the world. And so we want to bring back a little piece of that people have forgotten. And so we're going to try to do a 3-day, and like I said, on Sunday, it will be a church service. And then on Monday, we're going to come back out and have another celebration. So those of you who are listening from other cities, those of you who are listening in those 100 countries, come on out because we're going to do something that has not been done. Yep. When they say celebrate, we're going to make it a 3-day event.
Yep.
Okay?
So this peace walk, once we get the route established in coordination with you and the city of Stone Mountain, then we'll be able to put this out to the community. What we will be doing is encouraging everyone to participate. I Talk to Strangers is a nonprofit organization that's around the world, but it's not Caribbean necessarily. It is international.
Right.
And the young man saw all the works that I've done and felt that he could partner with me. But I don't walk alone. I know that I have great relationships with not just you, but the city of Stone Mountain, and I felt that this would have been a good match. And I'm glad that you have the vision, the foresight, to recognize the inclusiveness of your city and your leadership. I think that is all lends to your legacy, because at the end of the day, we could be mayors all day long, but what have we done? Who have we included?
What did we leave behind for someone to
yes.
say, I remember that mayor, or I remember that producer, director, creator.
Yes.
This is what
is your legacy?
Yes.
So it is my great honor to partner with you with this group, because this is an entity that also does this in other places. So it's a great partnership that I see forged. And I think as you continue to build a stronger relationship with them, you would recognize that they're so impactful in terms of empowering others. And that's what I like about them. So when it was time for us to do a podcast with a 12-year-old, and he was the leader of the podcast or the host, I did it. And when you saw the amount of people that was tapping in and tuning in and the kids that was tuning in, I was so happy that I said yes, only because here's someone that is being groomed from a young age to exert leadership and to be influential at a young age.
Right.
So with this group and this march, I am truly pleased that you said yes.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
There was no other thing to say, no other words. I was totally caught off guard when he said a peace walk, and it's because we're joining forces, the U.S. and 100 other countries, and we all want the same thing, and that's peace. You know, we all want prosperity too,
Yes.
but you can't have no prosperity. You can't have any peace, you know, without the prosperity. We can't have prosperity
You can't
peacefully.
enjoy your prosperity.
That's what I'm trying to
without
say.
peace.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Because all
yes.
these countries that are, I'm going to just give you a quick example, Mary, because you have great foresight. Just look at Ukraine. When I didn't know much about the country, right? But when you look at the people and the resilience of them, and how their cities were built and the universities and schooling, and they're going about their lives until it was disrupted.
It was disrupted.
So even though they could be considered prosperous,
there's no peace.
And now they're not prosperous because there was no peace.
Right,
War
right.
came to them.
Right.
So with your leadership, I think that we're going in the right direction. There's definitely other opportunities, you know, for collaboration. And what is good is by sending this message out to the community and the world,
enough time
that you have the bandwidth to partner with organizations that match closely with your mission and vision for the city of Stone Mountain. And that's what I like about your leadership.
Well, thank you. Thank you. I like being here on Caribbean Live TV because it gives me a lot of exposure into other countries, other people, customs, religions. And, you know, we're not that far apart.
Nope.
Basically. You know, we're just from different parts of the world.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, we have the same wants, needs, and beliefs. Sometimes.
Facts.
Yes, yes.
But here's what's unique about what you said. Even if we don't, having the understanding to know that even in difference, there's commonality.
Yes.
Right?
We all have to eat and
right,
sleep,
right?
That's across the board, no matter where you live,
You know what I mean?
where you're from, right?
Yeah, so no matter color, creed, ethnicity, background, all of that, we want prosperity for our family. We want to leave a legacy. So we have some core values. If we look at those things in each of us, we're able to find commonality. So I'm encouraged, even with the current climate, I'm encouraged that human beings are basic at the end of the day. Our influences varies, but basically we want to live for sure, but we want to live a decent life.
We want to live a great life, a healthy life, a decent life, doing people right. And when you find someone who is lost, have lost their way, and a lot of times people come from foreign countries and they don't have any place, they don't have any resources. And so here, Mr. Prescott is even developing resources from people from other countries. And I think that is amazing that you're telling people, just come on over. You know, I hate to bring this person's name up. I think he's number 47.
Yeah, you can bring him up.
Number 47. No, I'm just going to say number 47.
Say his name. It's okay.
They're trying to kick people out of the country. Send them
Well,
back
they're
home.
going to. Here's what I'll say.
Okay.
They're going to, right? So because he has to deliver on his promise, right?
This time.
And so just know this. America is going to survive all of this. They will. And
we always have.
That's what you have to understand, right?
Yes.
And so, yes, maybe because I'm not feeling a direct threat of going back. But here's what's beautiful. These places that they're deporting these folks back to, some of those places have improved. So I'll give you a quick example. If he were to have deported Guyanese from Guyana 10 years ago, they'd be like, oh my goodness.
Okay.
But he would be deporting any illegal Guyanese back to Guyana, to the fastest growing economy in the world.
You're kidding.
And it has more oil reserves than Dubai. Look it up. Guyana, South America, oil wealth.
Okay, I know where I'm going for this year's vacation. You have a few relatives there, right, that I can stay with, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm saying that to say we can be fine.
And thank you for that tidbit, because people only see the Hispanic.
Yes.
They don't understand that there's so many other people in different countries that's here in America that came over for survival reasons, not for prosperity, just to survive. And so now you said something so profound. You said that the countries are to a point now where they would gladly go back home.
Yep. No, I'm so serious.
The tides have turned.
Yes. So one of the things that we as gatekeepers could do is make sure that is an equitable way that everyone that is illegal that is being deported. So.
Okay, but that would, I think that would disrupt America.
No, let it. America has voted for this disruption. You got to understand that.
But America voted, but America is still praying. Not every American voted.
It didn't matter.
I'm gonna have to. We're gonna have our little country dispute.
No, what I'm saying is that the equality that I'm asking for, because when I saw the video, there was tons of Asians.
Exactly.
And
you
there
have
were
Asian,
other,
you have Europeans.
So if he's deporting all of us in an equitable way, we as gatekeepers just have to ask for that. So if it's only black, Jamaican, black, this body, everything black going back.
But see, that's people don't understand that there are Europeans that are in the country.
Absolutely.
So people don't understand that there are people, of course you got African, you got Asian, you got Europeans,
They'll send us all back.
Well, that could never happen.
No, but I'm saying send us all back. That's illegal. Then it would be fair.
But that could never happen.
Well, I just watched the program prior to coming on your show.
Okay.
And the people that know what it will do to the economy and to the country
That's the point that I'm making.
But it has to happen.
Okay. Let me just tell you something very profound. Number 47 is not an American. He is not of American descent. He's of German descent.
We need to send him back. Send him back.
We just send him back.
Well, he's sending us back.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to, but let me
he's going to do it.
But America, it started out, America was built on immigrants who came to the East Coast and started building up. When you check your history. So
they don't care about that.
But America is about immigration, because who was here first? The Indians and the Mexicans.
Right.
Yeah. So how do you send the
them.
Mexicans back when they were here in America before the other people came?
Why are you trying to start some trouble? You see, on your show, you be telling the truth. It's real talk with the mail. And then when you real talk, then they mad at you.
Well, that's
okay. But that's real talk.
That's okay. They were mad at Jesus.
Right.
So I'm in good company.
Okay.
I have a good friend. What a friend I have in Jesus, right?
Oh, if you're sending folks back, let's all go back then.
And then who will have the country? So
the Mexicans will have it back.
Exactly.
Or the Native American Indians.
Yeah, during the war, they swore that they would get their country back. So, but it would never happen. And so...
What would never happen?
All immigrants in the United States of America leave the country. That would never do, because you have generations of people who came here recently.
They were separating babies at the border. But you think these people got a conscience? Listen, I hope
and I pray for a conscience for the people. And people who are in this country, who are not born in this country, we just want you to know, as Americans, that we love you. You are people, you're human beings. You have built America up. And so don't think that all people are for what number 47 says. I think it's number 47. 45, 46, 47. Is it 47 or 48?
47 and 45 and 47. But what I want to say is this. It's going down. It's going to happen, right? But
you know what? No. Let's stop.
Mm-hmm.
Let's stop. Because you're a Christian and I'm a Christian.
Yep.
Okay? And so nothing supersedes the Lord's plan.
I agree.
Okay? He bleeds like we bleed.
I agree.
He hurt like we hurt.
I
he has
agree.
to eat and sleep like we do. It was
Yes.
just a mass number of people who voted for him. They didn't make him a Messiah.
72
They
million.
didn't make him a prophet.
72 million.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's not all.
270.
I know you're throwing the numbers out.
No, you
there.
know why?
You're throwing-
Because
I know
there's
why,
a
yes.
lot of Americans
But
that
let's
feel
not
that
lose
way.
faith.
Yeah.
Let's not lose faith in God Almighty.
Yes.
And so that is the trick of the devil, for us to lose faith and think that one man is going to rule the world.
Yes.
You know, I refuse. I refuse, because at any day, like I said, he bleeds like we do. He has pain like we do. He has problems. Marital problems, just like everyone else. Problems with their children, just like everyone else. So let's not put him so high on the throne that we forget
Now, who's on the throne?
who is really on the throne. Okay, I had to throw some Jesus in there
Yeah,
because I
that's
didn't
it.
like the way this conversation was
Yeah,
going.
I understand.
Yeah.
But here's what
Well,
I'll
you're
say.
not going back, because I'm not going to let you go back.
Oh, listen, here's what's beautiful about that statement. I would have been concerned 5 years ago, not even 10, 5 years ago.
Okay.
But in the last 2 years, what I've seen that where my country is now sitting in terms of economics,
Yes.
I would be okay going back. And I'm saying that loud and proud, right? Yes, I'm a U.S.
But you've
citizen,
been in
so
this country over 30 years, and you are a U.S. citizen.
yeah, so I'm not
so-
going nowhere.
Yeah,
but
no, you're not going
no,
anywhere.
I'm not going nowhere in terms of what his plans, because those are for illegal people. And so I'm not illegal. I came permanent. I never had an illegal experience, so I don't know what that feels like. But what I'll say is this. The people that are going back to Guyana, because I could only speak about the country that I came from, they'll be fine. They will be fine.
And
Only
they may be even better.
No, I'm just you got to
You're
go
going
see.
back to your home country. Your home country is built up, and so now there's a place for you. And so everything happens for a reason. There's happenstance, okay? And so you and I are here for a reason, because we're educating people to the best of our ability.
Yes.
You know, and I always put that disclaimer in there, because we don't want people to think that this is the whole gospel.
Right, we know it
Yeah,
all.
We know it all. But again, we're going to turn this back to you.
Yes.
Okay, you're number 48.
I like that. Bring it all home.
Bring it back home. Let's reel it back in into some of the great things that you've done. Now I want to know, what are your plans
Well,
for the future?
Yeah. Well, professionally, I plan to finish the movie that is being written. God has blessed me with a movie concept, and it's probably going to come online later next year, because the movie that is now being written, that is looking amazing. That is, what you say, Danny, about 95% finished? Yeah. So that movie, and Danny's on the writing team, so she know that we're actually putting in work every 2 days on writing our own movie at CLTV, for CLTV, by CLTV. So those are like big accomplishments that I could say 2025, I got that coming in. And I can speak on it because we're actually doing it, right? So that's an actual plan. For the radio, continue to expand, continue to bring you amazing content and diverse content. Thankfully that we've been able to deliver a variety of Caribbean shows that are from different Caribbean islands to show diversity there. It also allows us to also, because we are Caribbean American, we have the Caribbean, we have the American side where shows just like yours. We have like 5 other shows that are American based, American driven, American hosted, to show that diversity as well. So continue to be diverse in terms of what we deliver to the audience is one, but to be consistent. I think what any type of business that you're doing, or if you're in the media space, what the audience love is consistency. And once we're able to deliver these consistent products, then grow it, right? Improve on it, make it better. The other clear-headed vision that I think is easy to talk about is growing our people. You know, we got someone, a young person in the studio, Danny. She's highly degreed, double degreed, and giving these young people an opportunity. I just awarded her our own show starting in January.
Okay.
But as an amazing degreed writer, she's on the writing team for the movie. And,
Ladies and gentlemen, they don't have a part for me.
we didn't write in one for millionaires, so the next movie is going to be about the lifestyle of a millionaire, how hard they have it.
I know.
But, just having vision and being open. I just did a music video last Tuesday for someone from Toronto, Canada. And to get it back all ready, I did it by myself. And Danny, were you there? Oh, yeah, but when you see it, it is amazing.
Okay, and Danny is your executive producer?
Assistant. No, assistant.
Oh, I promoted you, Danny.
Yeah. Well, she's producing her own show, so she's a producer,
okay.
but not executive producer, but producer. And she is growing in her own right. She's a co-host on the promo show, and then with Cassie B. Okay. And then she's now going to be the host of her own show called
The Trending Corner. I love it.
Corner with Danny.
Okay.
Say the whole name. Say it again.
The Trending Corner with Danny. You guys, I want you to watch out for that because she's an amazing young woman. Yes. Amazing.
Yeah, so developing people around us that give them these opportunities, it makes no sense that they're in the house on the front row being loyal and doing hard work every day. There should be some rewards, and I believe in growing the young people. She's our future. She's my future. So just doing stuff like that and continuing my relationship with you. I love you dearly.
Yeah, I know.
So
I don't have any jerk chicken, ladies and gentlemen.
I got you. I think Danny got some jerk chicken in her back pocket. She always keep a leg or two. So we're going to work that out at the end of the show. But, with your commitment, we see where you're going. We see your leadership. So it's just those types of partnerships. I remember a conversation that you've had with me personally when we first met 2 years ago or however long. But you were always an international-minded person. Because you said, I've been around the community, this is what I want. You willed this into existence based on your conversation then. And not only did I hear you, but I believed you. I really did believe you. I knew where I was and what you said. And all I've done is stayed true to what you wanted. And is that international reach, because you're an international mayor. Stone Mountain is a city of all different types of people. And just in the surrounding areas, where there's Clarkston and Tucker, yes. You have those people, and they would definitely want to come to city of Stone Mountain to live because there's a mayor like you. So I think your impact and your influence need to be highlighted. I'm sure that there's forces and people that don't want to see that happen. But the good is going to always prevail. That's what I know in my heart as a Christian.
Amen.
It's going to always.
I'm a witness to that.
Yeah, so continue to be the amazing mayor that you are and the amazing person that you are. And we're going to continue to support you wholeheartedly.
Yes, you've been like a brother.
Yes.
Yes, brother by another mother.
Yes.
But you're still my brother.
Yes.
And so we're going to do some amazing things. And like I said, just on a split second, we have planned an amazing event.
Yes.
And that's how it's done.
Yes.
That's how it's done. You have been just so open and honest with everyone, giving people an opportunity to come on the radio and express themselves.
Yes.
Not just me, but people from around the globe.
Yes.
I've seen so many hosts and people that you're branching out to different things.
Yes.
And I just think that you are amazing. And so you kind of remind me of that Barry Gordy,
Calling some big names right there.
Yeah, because you kind of remind me of him because he had a vision.
Yes.
And he worked at his vision until it became a $1 billion empire. But he didn't just stay in a box. He had so many extensions.
Yes.
Starting off with just some bebop.
Yep.
And girls and boys on the corner, then taking them to a higher level and a higher level and taking them to heights that they couldn't even imagine. And so that's what I see in you, Barry Gordy visionary that's taken people to heights that they never even imagined. And like you said, in 100 countries, people can tune in
Yes.
and see what's really going on around the world.
Yep.
And see people who look like themselves.
Yes.
That's the big flavor of it
Yep.
all.
Yep.
That, you can be thyself and look like theirself. And young children, they
Yes.
can see you, what you're doing.
Yes.
And so they can follow in your path.
Yeah.
And so I just think CLTV, and that's why I am talking to the owner, the creator, the visionary. I tell you, you guys are only seeing 2 arms, but there's 15 others under this table. He's hiding them all. And so this is intended for people who think that you're in this country, that you are not loved and you're not wanted. Then we want to scratch that out of your mind and let you know what's going on over here in the city of Stone Mountain. We have a Caribbean Life TV with 100 countries. Who would have ever thought that 187 years ago, that this is where the city of Stone Mountain, the direction that it has taken? I just kind of, again, that's why we had to highlight him. We couldn't go another day, another minute without giving him his props and what he's doing
Grateful.
here. Yeah, so we're happy. But what we're going to do, because we have to pay bills here at the station, so we're going to go on to a commercial break, and we're going to come back, and we're just going to go out with a big bang with the owner, producer, director, creator, father.
all the above.
And I'll finish after the commercial break all the other things he is.
Are you ready to feel your best? At Goot Wellness Spa, we're healing the body one drop at a time. Located right here in Tucker, Georgia, Goot Wellness is your destination for total health and wellness. We specialize in immune system support, detoxifying therapies, and even cutting-edge treatments like the X39 patch for stem cell activation. Imagine revitalizing your body from the inside out. Whether you're looking to boost your immune system, cleanse and detoxify, or explore green nutrition guidance, Goot Wellness is here for you. Visit us at 2122 Vistadale Court in Tucker, Georgia, or call us at 770-605-6687 and start your journey to optimal health. Goot Wellness Spa, healing the body one drop at a time.
All right, we are back. We had our commercial break, which means we can pay some bills. But I hope you guys, not only is Mr. Prescott giving people opportunities, but he is promoting Caribbean businesses that would have never been promoted ever before. So I just want to let you know that he is for the community, promoting businesses, making people not billionaires, but millionaires. And so we just kind of want to, again, just say, Mr. Prescott, I appreciate you today, and I appreciate that all that you do and all the things that you have lined up for the future to do. And I think that in January, we're going to show them exactly who and what you are. We're going to show them what CLTV is about. Yeah, you don't have to go to the 100 countries, because we're going to bring the 100 countries right here to the city. So this has been an amazing interview. I think this has been one of my favorites because I have the creator. And, things, people and places and things are contagious.
Yes.
And so I think today I got a little power,
Yes.
And I'm hoping to walk in your footsteps and not only do amazing things, but it's how you have a grace about yourself and a grace about people and a respect about people and who they are, what they're doing, and where they come from. So again, you are just a very special person. And I'm looking forward to getting my jerk chicken one day. One day soon, I
We
will.
got to get her some jerky.
Yeah.
Make sure. Put it on the list. Don't forget
I
now.
come to work salivating,
Yes,
and I
we
walk
got you.
out salivating.
We got you. No, I'll make sure.
Yeah, but we have a great time here, great parties. You have educational events here. And so you guys really need to get this address, which is because if you need to have an event here, it is also used as an event center.
Yeah.
And, it's just an amazing place. It's a one for all and all for one place to be. And so let's just tell them, give out the address, let them know where they can come, and some of the things that you're doing here.
Thank you again, Dr. Jones, giving me this opportunity. I know I don't normally be on this side. So for you, the same way that you listen to me, I also listen to you. And when it's time to speak, I speak. You know what I mean? And so thank you. In order to see about us, if you have any questions regarding any of the advertisement on the radio, or if you would like to be a guest on one of the shows or have your own show, we recommend that you give us a call. The number here is 678-661-1819. 678-661-1819. You could ask for Danny. You could ask for myself, Kazi, Candy, Reds. We have a full team.
Yes.
And everyone here is willing, able to assist you. As it regards to events, we are a multi-use space. So we don't say event center because that requires something specific, but we do accommodate small events if someone would like to use our wonderful space to help to bring their event to life. Once it's nothing to do with alcohol or anything like that, then we will give us a call at that same number, 678-661-1819. As it relates to content and content creation, we provide a full-service content creation part of our business. So if you might have an idea of a sitcom or a podcast or a movie, we have the ability here and the team not only to identify if your script is ready to go, and if it isn't, we have a writing team that is on staff that's willing to get your script fixed or corrected or updated, whatever you need with it. And then production services, we got all the cameras, all the team. They come alive when the money hits the account. So still give us a call. Our website is www.Caribbeanlifetv.com. You could email us at Caribbeanlifetv@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you.
Now, don't forget, you have a few churches here, too. So the gospel is in the house.
Yes.
The
Every
gospel
Sunday at
is
11.
in the house.
Every Sunday at 11. They're a wonderful international service every Sunday. I came by yesterday, and by the time I got here, service was almost over. But guess what? I got some of that good food. I got lucky. I timed the pot.
I think you need to time my pot.
That's your chicken.
Yeah, that's right. Now let's not go there. Hey, we're friends. We're friends on the air right now. Let's not change it.
Yeah.
But you've been amazing,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
so I'm just so sad that we have to end it now. But this is real talk. And this is what you get when you listen to this. You get the real deal from real people talking about real subject matters that maybe other people don't want to talk about. But I want to thank you all so much for listening today. I am Dr. Beverley Jones, and this is The Real Talk. And stay tuned. We have a lot of other great shows going on, but we want to certainly thank you all for listening in. And we'll see you next week at the same time. Real Talk with myself, Dr. Beverley Jones.
To Atlanta, your ship and clear company, E&W Shipping, is making it easy for your shipments to Jamaica this holiday season. Beginning right now, call 770